What if I told you that some of the creepiest things ever caught on camera didn't happen in abandoned buildings or haunted forests, but inside real prisons? Today, we're counting down the top 10 creepy things caught on camera inside prisons. And trust me, number 1 is so unbelievable that many people still can't explain it. Number 10, the spider crawl incident. Most prison security footage is boring. Guards walk around, inmates sit in holding areas, and nothing unusual happens. But one camera inside an Arizona jail captured something that looked straight out of a horror movie. The incident took place inside a large intake center, where newly arrested inmates waited to be processed. Men and women were separated, but they were still kept in the same general room. At first, everything looked normal. Then one inmate suddenly dropped to the floor. Instead of walking normally, he began moving across the ground in a strange crawling position. Security footage showed him slowly creeping across the room, staying low enough that many people nearby didn't notice him. The man continued crawling until he reached the women's holding area. What made the footage even more disturbing was that one woman was asleep and had no idea he was behind her. Thankfully, another inmate spotted him just in time and started yelling for help. Guards rushed into the area and stopped the situation before anyone was hurt. Later, investigations revealed that blind spots inside the room had helped the inmate move unnoticed for several moments. After the incident, prison officials redesigned parts of the intake area to improve visibility. Even today, many people who watch the footage say the inmate's strange crawling movement is what makes the video so unsettling. Number 9. The prisoner who escaped through a tiny hatch. Most people would look at a prison cell door and assume escape is impossible. One Russian inmate proved otherwise. Security cameras inside a detention center captured one of the strangest escape attempts ever recorded. The inmate studied a small food slot built into his cell door. Normally, these openings are only large enough for guards to pass meals through. For most people, squeezing through would seem impossible, but this prisoner had other plans. The footage shows him removing extra clothing before positioning himself directly in front of the opening. Then, incredibly, he began forcing his body through the narrow slot. At first, it looked impossible. His shoulders barely fit. His torso became stuck several times, but somehow he kept pushing forward. Minute by minute, more of his body disappeared through the opening. Eventually, he managed to squeeze completely through and drop into the hallway outside. The most unbelievable part came next. Waiting outside were fresh clothes that had apparently been prepared in advance. The inmate quickly got dressed and calmly walked away as if nothing had happened. Although authorities captured him shortly afterward, the footage quickly spread across the internet. Many viewers couldn't believe a grown man had managed to fit through such a tiny opening. The escape earned him a nickname that prison staff would never forget: the Snake Man. Number 8. The shadow on the prison wall. Late one night, security guards monitoring cameras at a prison in Brazil noticed something unusual moving along one of the outer walls. At first, they assumed it was an inmate attempting to escape, but as they watched more closely, something felt wrong. The dark figure didn't move like a person. It seemed to glide rather than walk. Sometimes it appeared solid. Other times it seemed to fade into the wall itself before appearing again a few feet away. For several moments, the strange shape continued moving through the prison grounds before disappearing completely into the darkness. Some guards believed it was simply a camera glitch. Others weren't so sure. Many local rumors soon began claiming that the figure could be connected to former inmates who had died inside the prison years earlier. Whether it was a technical malfunction or something far stranger remains a mystery.
Number 7. The prison riot that spiraled out of control. In 2017, a fight between two inmates inside a maximum security prison quickly turned into a massive riot. Instead of returning to their cells, dozens of prisoners joined the disturbance. Security footage showed inmates destroying furniture, smashing equipment, and damaging prison property. As violence increased, correctional officers had to retreat for safety. The housing unit was left in ruins, with broken doors and debris everywhere. By the time order was restored, millions of dollars in damage had been caused. Number 6. The ghostly figure in an old jail. A team of paranormal investigators visited an old prison in England that was rumored to be haunted. While exploring the empty corridors and cell blocks, they noticed nothing unusual. However, after reviewing their footage, they spotted a pale figure briefly appearing at the end of a hallway before disappearing. Nobody saw it during filming. Since the prison had a long history that included many executions, the mysterious figure sparked debate. Some believe it was a light illusion, while others think it was paranormal. Number 5. The inmates who filmed their own escape. In 2016, 3 inmates carried out a daring escape from a high-security jail and secretly recorded parts of it on a contraband cell phone. After cutting through steel barriers, they entered hidden maintenance passages behind the prison walls. Crawling through narrow spaces filled with pipes and cables, they eventually reached the roof. Using a homemade rope system, they lowered themselves to the ground and escaped. Although all 3 were later captured, the footage offered a rare look at a real prison escape in progress. Number 4. The bulldozer prison break. Most escape plans involve patience and secrecy. This one involved neither. Back in the 1990s, a group of inmates in Europe pulled off one of the boldest prison breaks ever recorded. Their plan was unbelievably simple. Someone outside the prison arrived with a bulldozer. Security cameras and witnesses watched as the massive machine drove directly toward the prison wall. Seconds later, concrete exploded outward. A giant hole had been created. Before guards could fully react, prisoners began running through the opening. The entire escape unfolded so quickly that officers had little time to stop it. Many people compared the footage to something from an action movie. It was loud, it was reckless, and somehow it worked. Several inmates managed to escape before authorities regained control of the situation. The footage remains one of the most unbelievable prison break recordings ever captured. Number 3. The inmate who slipped under a closing gate. Sometimes the most successful escape attempts happen because of a single moment of opportunity. Security footage from a county jail captured exactly that. An inmate being transported through a secure area noticed a large electronic gate slowly closing while officers were distracted. Seeing his chance, he suddenly jumped from the vehicle and sprinted toward the narrowing opening. The footage shows him racing across the area before diving underneath the gate, just seconds before it shut completely. Officers were stunned by how quickly it happened. Although authorities later captured him, the dramatic footage remains one of the most nerve-wracking prison escape videos ever recorded. Number 2. The haunted prison photograph. Some creepy prison footage involves movement. Others involve a single image that nobody can explain. One of the most famous examples came from an abandoned prison in Missouri. The prison had a violent history stretching back more than a century. Over the years, riots, murders, and countless inmate deaths occurred inside its walls. Because of that history, paranormal investigators frequently visit the location. During one investigation, a group was taking photographs inside an old cell block. Nothing unusual was noticed at the time, but later, while reviewing the images, they found something chilling. Standing near the upper walkway appeared to be the shape of a person. The problem? Nobody had been standing there. The area had been completely empty when the photo was taken. The figure appeared dark and human-like, almost as if someone was watching from above. Visitors and staff have reported strange experiences in the prison for years. Some claim they've heard footsteps echoing through empty hallways. Others report hearing metal doors slam shut when nobody's nearby. But this photograph remains one of the most discussed pieces of evidence ever connected to the prison. Whether it was a shadow, an illusion, or something far stranger, nobody has ever provided a definitive answer. Number 1. El Chapo's incredible tunnel escape. When it comes to prison escapes caught on camera, few stories are as unbelievable as this one. In 2015, notorious drug lord Joaquin El Chapo Guzman escaped from one of Mexico's most secure prisons despite being monitored around the clock. Security footage showed him pacing inside his cell before casually walking toward the shower area. Moments later, he vanished. At first, guards assumed he had moved into a camera blind spot, but when he failed to return, panic spread throughout the facility. Investigators soon discovered a hidden opening beneath the shower, leading to an elaborate underground tunnel. The passage stretched for more than a mile and included lighting, ventilation systems, support beams, and even a modified rail system for transportation. The incredible level of planning stunned authorities. By the time officials understood what had happened, El Chapo was long gone. Although he was eventually captured again, his escape remains one of the most daring prison breaks ever recorded.